What is up everyone, Inceptive here. Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I will be going over Cardano and what I think is about to happen next. Now before I begin, I would like to tell you guys that my Discord server is currently free, and if you guys are interested, I will leave the link down in the description below. Me and other net analysts give crypto and forex alerts in there. We also give weekly meetings and weekly lessons to help people learn how to trade, okay? And it's also a good community that you guys can join. It will motivate you guys, especially the beginners that we have, okay? So let's get started with the video. So currently what's been happening is Cardano has been in this massive downtrend, right? And what we're essentially waiting for is this break of this downtrend so that we can start the next leg up of the bull cycle, okay? And what I think I've found is potentially the bottom of this downtrend that Cardano is having, right? Okay, so what I'm basing it off is this Fibonacci tool, right? So all you do is combine the low of the uptrend to the high of the uptrend, and then you wait for a pullback to the 0.5, 0.618 or 0.786 level. You can see we've broken below the 0.5 level. We've tried seeing a push off the 0.618 level right here, but we failed to hold. And now what we're doing is falling down to the 0.786 level, which is completely fine. We do usually see a retest of the 0.786 level, and then the price does soar, okay? So that's my first level of confirmation for the long, right? The second confirmation that I have for the long is this area right here, okay? Right there, okay? So something like that. Now, before I do tell you guys about this zone, what I do want to say is that a lot of people are fearing these market conditions, whereas this is where you should be buying, right? This is how you buy at the low. The reason the market fell so much in the past days is because of the new COVID strain. It hasn't just been crypto, it's been oils, it's been indexes, whatever it may be, right? And usually what I've seen happen through my experience of trading is whenever prices do fall as much because of a news that doesn't have that much of an impact, right? There's vaccines out there, the market is going to recover just as quick as the world adapts to the new COVID strain, okay? So this is nothing to worry about, it is only a pullback, the markets will recover. And so if you're looking at this support and resistance zone, right, what you can see is that Cardano has reacted to this price a lot recently in the previous bull cycles that it's had, and that's essentially the idea of the butterfly effect, where prices react to a certain zone in similar ways that they've reacted to in previous times, okay? So what we can see is this zone is quite significant. Why is it significant? Because it's acted as a level of resistance 1, 2, 3 times, right? It's also acted as level of support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, right? And essentially after that it broke down and it acted as a level of resistance once again over there, and then it finally broke through. Now the problem with this breakthrough was that we never actually retested this zone, and essentially this is the retest over here that we're having, right? And we need to hold this zone in order to move up, right? If you were to long this, essentially what you would wait for is a breakdown on smaller time frames, okay? So now I'm going to jump down to the 4-hour time frame, and what you guys can see over here is essentially this trend line, okay? So just move that out of the way, and you've got this trend line that's been created, okay? And essentially what we call this is an overextended downtrend. What's going to happen sooner or later is that this trend line is going to break, and what we're going to see is that big push up that we've all been waiting for on Cardano, okay? So we might get something like that, breakthrough, retest, and then see that big push up, which is essentially where you guys want to be getting in, okay? The other thing that I can see is on the 1-hour time frame, we're actually in a wedge, right? So what we've got is this wedge right over here, right? That's the upwards bounce, and that is the downward boundaries, okay, for this wedge. And essentially the breakdown target of this wedge will be from the high to the low, right there to there. If we do break up from here, what we can see is a push to about the $1.61, and if we do see a breakdown of this wedge, what we can see is potentially around $1.5, right? And essentially if we do break out in either direction, what we're going to see is a push of about 3.25% unleveraged. Okay, so that is something you should be looking for if you want to long on the break of this wedge, if you want to short on the break of this wedge. And essentially you can take entry into this long, take some profit at this area right here, and let let the rest with stop loss at break even right out, essentially for the big break that we're expecting on this trend line, right? Okay. And now you don't want to be expecting a big drop on this wedge break, because as I've said, we're already in an overextended downtrend. You should not be expecting big moves down. Okay, so that's Cardano. Look out for that wedge break, and if you want to swing Cardano, you can essentially get in now, although that is a risky entry. We have found support at this zone for now, but if you want to take a safe entry, take a entry on the break of this trend line or the retest, and then our breakout targets for this leg up will essentially be $3.51 and $4.19. Okay, so that's the breakdown for Cardano that I have. And so see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.